and welcome to my Solace crafting building tutorial. Press B on the keyboard to enter the build menu. To move your character around, you must first hold down right click and then use any of the WASD keys. To change the camera angles, once again hold down right click and move the mouse to your desired direction. To zoom in and out, once again hold down right click and then use the mouse wheel up or down to zoom in or out. To start building, left click on Select New. Clicking anywhere that is not on your base will prompt you with a menu asking if you would like to start a new structure. You can see further details on whether or not you have the materials to proceed with this option. To continue building off of your structure, instead left click on the stone foundation. Notice how the color changes from blue to green. You're going to want to use the WASD keys to position the item you want to build. To raise or lower the structure, use the E to raise and Q to lower. You can rotate the item using the Z and X keys. Using the positioning interface will allow you to left click the building position if you choose not to use WASD. Finally, you can press spacebar to construct the item, or you can left click at the bottom right, construct. To deconstruct or remove items, make sure the green highlight covers the structure you wish to remove. On the right hand side menu, we can deconstruct. In this case, for the door, we can either add a door or completely deconstruct everything. So press spacebar or left click on apply. And for the one on the right, we bring the green highlight over to the structure we wish to deconstruct. And once again, press spacebar or left click on apply. You will notice Solace Crafting's building user interface is different, at least in my experience. That doesn't necessarily mean the building system is bad, it is just different and it will take some getting used to. How is it different, you ask? This game is different in the fact that the recipe window doesn't show an image of what the recipe will look like. You only get a name and the resource amount necessary to build said item. You will see what I mean in a moment. To preview the recipe, click on Select New. You can click anywhere on your base, but let's use the stone foundation as a starting point. Next, raise the outline or lower the outline by pressing either E or Q. Then mouse over center at the bottom right. Take notice that the construction menu on the right is now populated with recipes and their material cost. Left click on any recipe to preview it. Another difference is this game uses the WASD keys and the positioning window to navigate where structures will be placed, unlike other building games like Ark, Valheim, and Raft, which instead use the mouse for navigation and left mouse for placement. Next, take a look at the resources window just above all the recipes. In the resources window, you can see how many resources you have between your inventory and your storage network. Clicking on either inventory or storage network will make it so your menu doesn't keep track of those resources. Let's explore the selection window. For your information, the center button gives you a different set of recipes like steps and roofing. The directions that surround the center point, north, west, east, and south, give another set of recipes like walls, railings, and doorways. The floor button gives recipes for different types of foundations. Remember that the selection window focuses on the center of that particular point. Making sure that the compass is facing north, let's build a wall by making our center the bottom left foundation. Click on the west button in the selection window and then pick the wood wall recipe on the right. Raise the structure by pressing E. Now press space to construct. Continue to build walls by pressing W and then space until you reach the end. Now, left click on one of the bent arrows on the positioning window to pivot the recipe. Repeat the building process, but now use D to move along the right side. Once again, when you get to the very end, click on the bent arrow on the positioning window to pivot the recipe. Repeat the building process, but now use S to move down the right side. Repeat the whole process until you get back to the bottom left foundation. And then here, you will build a doorway instead of a wall. So navigating to the left where the recipes are, under construction, select wood doorway and construct. To build a new foundation, click on the select new button, then left click on a stone foundation along the perimeter. Next, move the green box down by pressing S, then left click on the floor button in the selection window. Select a foundation in the construction menu and either press spacebar or left click to apply. If you notice the green outline of a structure is missing, be sure to use the E or Q buttons to bring it back into focus. This concludes the building tutorial. I wish you all the luck in Solace crafting.